A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? He's taken every
advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
That went nowhere.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
So long, ref. Sweet dreams.
It's going to be a while before the referee gets up from that. The referee is our king. Will we see someone take advantage?
I'd be disappointed in them if they didn't, JR. This is a great opportunity. Oh boy, these fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want. No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. I know you're always complaining about Randy Orton's ego, JR, but let's face it. Orton was the youngest world heavyweight champion of all time. changed the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that would be no. Look out! He's setting up his opponent.
There it is! The RKO! Man! It's as fast as it is deadly. Oh my gosh, JR! He's going for it!
The RKO! The RKO! Sounds like this crowd.
So long, ref! Sweet dreams!
It's going to be a while before the referee gets up from that.
I can't believe he countered that one.
A textbook reversal there.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure. He's going up. This could backfire. Oh, no. The referee's been knocked out. We all know what's coming next. We all know what's coming next.
He's really cranking up the pressure on that hole, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission. His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
He's going to have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR. I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that would be no easy feat.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who can hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it. I don't want to be any part of what that's going to get me.
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. He reversed it.
He countered that and made it look easy. When I look at what Shelton Benjamin has become, it turns my Sooner stomach like burnt orange. I can't believe a bright young kid with his potential has led to success go straight to his head like this.
I think you're just jealous, JR. Why can't you give Shelton the credit he deserves?
I give him all the credit in the world, King. He's held the tag team title. He's practically spent more time with the Intercontinental title than he has without it. But it seems like the more successful he gets, the more of an ass he becomes.
Well, I think that if Shelton had to choose between all of his success and making you happy, I'm pretty sure I know which way it'd go. He countered that one perfectly. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
Oh no, that last shot busted him open, and the blood is flowing freely.
This is great, JR. Where else besides the WWE can you see this kind of ruthless aggression?
I can't think of anywhere else, King, but I'm afraid I don't share your enthusiasm for this kind of brutality.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
He's got his opponent hanging off the apron. And there's the forearm grind.
And this is a move that's all about letting your opponent know who's in control. Plus, it hurts like heck.
Oh, man. This is a precarious position to be in.
And that's why getting a forehead ground into your face is just about the most painful thing I can think of. Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. This match has the potential to be an instant classic. And I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight.
Oh boy, this looks like an all-or-nothing move.
be a pinfall.
Atop WWE with the accolades to prove it.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
Oh, no! The referee's been knocked out! This can't be good!
Are you kidding? Now anything goes. It doesn't get any better than that, JR.
He's a slippery devil.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I have to say. I think it's a damn shame that someone who's worked as hard as Booker T has to overcome a checkered past would turn out to be such an A1 jerk in the end.
Come on, JR. So Booker made some mistakes. So he spent a little time in jail. He did his time and paid his debt. Let it go.
I respect the fact that he took responsibility for his actions and decided not to continue down there.
He doesn't seem to be too concerned about his opponent, JR.
Well, he should be. This one's not over yet, and you never know what might happen. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
Booker T will tell you how great he is until your dadgum ears fall. Quite frankly, I'd rather see him put up or shut up.
What are you talking about, JR? He's a five-time WCW champion. If that's not putting up, I don't know what is.
WCW was a long time ago, King. I think it's high time Booker T stopped trying to coast on past glory and focus his efforts on winning the gold here in WWE.
What do you think he's trying to do, JR? You know, if it wasn't for skeptics like you criticizing every move he makes, he might not have been held back the way he has been. Boy, if there's ever been a better role model for our younger WWE fans than Booker T, I couldn't tell you who it could be.
You can't be serious, King. Booker T's a man who runs his mouth and then runs away when someone looks to shut it up for him. He's a coward and a bully who will take any shortcut he can to advance his career and to hell with everybody else.
Jeez, JR, don't hold anything back. Why don't you tell us how you really feel? I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match. It's a long way down for whoever loses this fight, JR. Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself. If it's all the same to you, King.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit losers, make sure you give me some warning so I can get the hell out of here before you do it. I don't want to be any part of what that's going to get. I think this crowd's giving these supers. If he can grab that title, he's going home with it.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Look at the intensity of these two.
He's reaching for it. This could be it, JR. I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times.
The monster of all monsters has arrived. And from Shreveport, North Carolina, weighing in at 385 pounds, terrifying power with unmatched brutality. And ever since his